Hey guys, it's Kim Bowen with the Marriage Place. Checking in to let you know a topic of this article that I just posted earlier. And it's what to do when someone you know, especially someone you care a lot about, is in the middle of a marriage crisis. Whether that is their spouse is filing for divorce, or you just found out that one of them is having an affair, or there's been some kind of betrayal. And so this is an important topic because clients often come in and they are in so much distress because of what's going on in their marriage. I mean, they're already hurting. And then they're bringing in these stories of friends and family members who are responding to them in really unhelpful ways. That is adding to their stress and is making things much, much harder for them. And so I want to give you some guidelines on this, because this is an opportunity for you to be really helpful to someone who's in this situation, or an opportunity for you to be really unhelpful. And so let's go for helpful. So if this is somebody that you know that is struggling, whatever it is, whether it is they want a divorce, or their spouse wants a divorce, or whatever, the first thing that I would advise that you do is be a friend of the marriage. And what I mean by that is it's really tempting to want to jump in and take sides. And sometimes that's easy to do because there's an obvious betrayer or somebody who's been betrayed. It's hard to show compassion for the spouse who has cheated on his or her husband or wife with 3 little kids at home and is just making some crazy, outrageous decisions. And so it's really easy in that situation to just vilify that person. Let me tell you, when somebody is hurting like that, when they're the ones who've been betrayed and they're confiding in you, there's a part of them that might in that moment really appreciate the, man, you know, what you're dealing with is tough and your spouse is a jerk and I'd leave them and I can't believe you have to put up with this. There's a part of them that might get some comfort from that in the moment, but that's not what they need. And sometimes when you love someone, you need to be willing to tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And so what they need to hear is that you care about them and you see their pain and you know they're struggling. If you jump in and take sides like that, what you're doing is you're planting ideas and seeds in that person that make them feel almost like they might have to defend themselves and their choices that they want to make. So for instance, I had a client who I saw, gosh, this was years ago, but they stand out in my mind because they were such a really neat couple. They were in their late 50s, early 60s, almost ready for retirement. And he had an affair, met a woman on a plane on a business trip, and started this year-long affair, and they had 2 grown children, and it was devastating. It was devastating for everyone. And so all the family and friends rallied around the wife and told her they supported her and they loved her and connected with her, and just really vilified the spouse. And he did a really crappy thing. And when she was first hurting and heard that, it really sank in, and she enjoyed the support and she felt loved. But she came to see me because she wanted to fight for her marriage. She got to the point where she wanted to fight for the marriage, but she felt guilty. She felt guilty working on it because so many people had rallied around with her and told her that she should leave the guy. And at one point, her daughter, who loves her mother, said to her, if you have anything else to do with him, I'm done with everybody. I'm done with all of you. And so it broke the mother's heart. And so that was really one of those unhelpful things. What would have been better would have been to say, wow, this is really awful. and I'm so sorry this is happening to you, and I am here if you want to have somebody to talk to. And it's not giving advice as much as it's listening, and it's not taking sides as much as it is just being present with someone. That's really the most healing thing you can do in this situation. And so let me just kind of update you on that couple. So I saw them for about, I guess I saw them almost a year, but it was a tough year. And several times they quit, and he quit, and he didn't want to stop having the affair, blah, blah, blah. And it was tough. But I still get it. I get an email from them about once a year thanking me for the work that I did with them and how glad he is that he stayed in that marriage. But I want you to know that they not only had to heal from the affair, and they had to heal each other and with each other, they also had to heal all the family and friends that knew and weighed in and took sides. There was so much pain that came from that. So be really careful how you show up to support someone. So the other thing I want to advise is to keep the vault sealed. So if somebody is confiding in you about these really personal, intimate things in their lives, this is not fodder for gossip. Don't go talk to friends. Don't say, we need to pray for this person and spill everything. Don't, have you heard Marge is, leaving Josh, and, it's a bad situation. So just keep that confidential and be that person who is worthy of trust. Be that person who's worthy of trust. I like that. So yeah, we're going to have more. There's more advice. We're going to link below to the post, and you can read more about how to support someone who is going through a crisis. Unfortunately, in this day and age, that's happening all the time. So it seems like every month I hear about somebody who is in the middle of a divorce or finding out about an affair these days. It's tough stuff. Tough stuff. So that's why we're here. It's why we're fighting for marriage. So that's all I've got. Hope you guys read, make comments, let us know if we are providing the content you want to hear and read about. And if not, give us some suggestions and we will pivot. We want to give you what you want. So anyway, thanks for joining. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.